The Ugly Duckling. Once upon a time, at an old farm, a mother duck sat on her eggs. One by one, the shells began to crack, and out came 6 chirping ducklings. But the biggest egg still did not hatch, so the mother duck decided to sit on it a while longer. When the egg finally hatched, out came a duckling that looked different from the rest. No one wanted to play with the poor ugly duckling. He was large and clumsy and so different from his brothers and sisters. At night, the ugly duckling would cry himself to sleep. One day, the ugly duckling felt he had no choice but to swim away. He came to a pond where wild ducks live. He noticed that he didn't look like any of the other ducklings around him. The duckling came upon a pair of geese and realized he wasn't like them either. Back at the pond, the duckling would swim and dive each day. However, no creatures would come near him. One fall evening, he saw a flock of the most beautiful birds. He was filled with longing, wishing that he could be as lovely as they. When winter came, the poor duckling tried to find food. He dropped exhausted to the ground. A kind farmer took the duckling home for his children to take care of through the winter. The duckling was showered with kindness, and in this way he survived the cold winter. By the time spring arrived, the duckling had grown so large that the farmer set him free on the pond. That was when the duckling saw himself mirrored in the water. The duckling didn't recognize himself at all because of how At that moment, the beautiful birds he had seen before glided into the pond. When the duckling saw them, he realized he was one of them. They surrounded him and stroked his long neck with their beaks as a welcome. At first, the young swan was shy and could not believe his good fortune. Then the young swan realized how happy he was. He rustled his feathers, curled his long, slender neck, and glided on the waters into the bright sunlight. The Ugly Duckling, produced by Haven Headley and Rebecca Brooks.